What's up, Mystic Manifesting family? Nick with Mystic Manifesting here, and today we're going to talk about living from the end. Now, this is that classic Neville statement where he says you want to think from the end, not of the end. And this came up in Discord, so I thought I'd make a video. This is a redo. If you guys saw the community post, I was out in the field, so to speak. I was looking for a place to film on the motorcycle, posted up in an area where it's like where I grew up, and just people kept interrupting me. So this happened to be a nice day where everyone was out, and three people recognized me from the neighborhood, and yeah, it was not it's not a good time to film. Very distracted. Anyway, we're going to get into it now. Everything happens for a reason, and I wasn't happy with the video anyway, so now we're going to get perfect video about living from the end. Now, there's multiple ways to live from the end in terms of things that you want to manifest. Most commonly, and what brought this whole thing up, was living from the end with your SP. And the person in Discord didn't want to feel delusional and wanted to make sure that he was living from the end correctly. Now, a little preface to that: if you think you're doing something wrong and you think you're manifesting wrong, you're doing it wrong, because that's an assumption you have about what you're working on. So even if you're doing exactly what I did and exactly what I told you, and you doubt it and you don't think it's going to work, or you think that you fucked something up, or you didn't do enough, or you did too much, or there's a perfect balance and this is like some magical thing, no, you are wrong for thinking you're wrong. What you want to do, I mean, that's why almost all these methods work. It's like, why do you think people who just straight up pray get their manifestations? Why do you think people doing witchcraft and weird shit and all that stuff, why do you think that works? Why do you think me writing in a notebook about something that's going to happen, then it happens, or writing a letter to somebody and then they respond the same way works? Or just assuming something, or robotically affirming? All the methods work, but what are all the methods doing? They're all getting you into this end state, this living from the end. You want the end to feel natural. And that's our whole goal, and that's what we're working on right now, is getting you to the end. Now, you can start by thinking of the end. So let's just work through a little exercise here. And we're going to think of ourselves with SP. And we're using SP as an example because that's what everybody's always asking me, but we'll go through another example later on in the video. You know me, videos are usually long, so maybe we'll, down the road of this video, we'll add in another example. But let's just see where it goes. Let's see where the flow goes. All right, here's what we're going to do. What is it like to be with SP? Let's think about that. You are on social media, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, whatever it is. You see they open up a new mini golf course, and there's a new movie out, and there's an exhibit for something that you're both into. Wouldn't it be wonderful? Let's use that technique too. Wouldn't it be wonderful if you could spend that time with SP? Now that starts our wheels going, right? But what's the next thought when you're stuck thinking of the end and doubting yourself? I want to go on this date with SP doing X, Y, and Z, right? We want to do that. Our next thought is, but I'm blocked, but there's long distance, but we never met, but she said I never want to see you again, but this, but that, but, like Reverend Ike says, get your butt out of the way, right? So let's get our own butts out of the way and get right into what we want. Okay, when you start seeing yourself dropping some butts, hit that butt with another butt. But I'm a master manifester, but I listen to the motherfucking mystic, and I'm a mystic too, and we're all in this together, and I'm going to change my thought. All right, so you see something you want to do. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we did that? Now, try to create a scene on it. You're thinking of the end. If we were together, I would like to do this. Maybe feel your SP's hand in your hand. You're holding hands, you're walking. What time of day is it? Okay, cool, it's nighttime. How do you feel? Can you taste whatever food you just had? Are you laughing? How does it feel to laugh with your SP? whether you've done it before or you've never met them, laughing with them. Okay, now you're feeling that. And you're just sitting quietly, going about your day. Oh, all right, cool. This is a good feeling. But then you might get a little bit into this and then you say, but we're not together. I feel delusional. This is so stupid. I don't want to do this now. This is stupid. Okay, now you've defeated yourself again. Let's pull it back. You're in that scene and you've just kind of created an end scene. This feels good. This visualization is a technique. Now, this is me showing visualization. You can do affirmations, whatever, but visualization is what's always worked for me, so I'm going to go with this. We're just going to run with it for an example. You want that feeling that that vision gives you to be with you all the time. Now, it's not, I'm at work and I'm stressed out and I got to focus on this. And if I focus on this task at work, or I'm at a family party or out with friends, and I can't focus on these moments because I need to be in that perfect, beautiful scene that I created all the time. Being in that scene all the time is not living from the end. Living from the end is you go out for a walk, and as pee pops in your head, you jump in that scene and you feel good about it, or you have an affirmation that makes you feel like, wow, I really have that. Or, and let's bring some other stuff in. You want more money. You say some affirmations that make you feel abundant, or you're just chilling at home and you just decide, you know what, instead of wasting time on my fucking phone or watching TV, I'm going to script something. And you go and script something that makes you feel good and you relax. And then it's like, man, now you just sit in that feeling. That's living from the end. It doesn't have to be, I'm sitting down, I'm meditating, I'm holding the image, holding it, holding it, holding it till they come into my reality. No, that's doing something, waiting for something. The point of living from the end is you already have it. I'm just showing you roads to get to the end, to get to the end, and how to think from it. Now, the fully thinking from it, the impressed subconscious, is you going about your day. SP pops in your head. Oh yeah, that's my girlfriend. That's my boyfriend. That's whoever this is. Yeah, we're going on a date later on. And it's, you're not telling anybody else. It's nobody else's business what you're doing in your own mentality. You don't need to tell SP, oh yeah, I've been thinking about you a lot. Have you felt it? You don't need to do that. That's pointless. That's checking 3D for validation. We're not getting validated out here. We're validating ourselves in here. That's it. That's the end scene. Right now, here, let's take it from someone who's on the other side. Okay, I've gone through this entire thing. I used to always say in all the videos, what did I always say? I was dating my SP before we were dating. And yeah, have there been ups and downs? That goes into self-concept. That's other videos. We'll have videos on it. We'll make more videos on it. But I was dating her before I was dating her. Now we are dating and we're official. When I think about her, she pops in my head because I see something that might make her laugh. Oh, I gotta tell her about this. Or I'll send her a meme or whatever. If you're in no contact, you send an inner conversation message. Hey, you see this meme? How does she respond? LOL, that's funny. That's hilarious. Send you something back that makes you laugh. How does it feel to laugh at something she sent you or he sent you? And then you're going back and forth with an inner conversation. So as P pops in your head, you're having an inner conversation. I still have inner conversations with her because it's like, oh, this might not be important enough to send her because I don't feel like it's that funny. But naturally, my brain starts going towards that. But the rest of my day, I have other stuff to do. It's like, I got to make this video for Mystic. I got to go home and do laundry and the dishes, and I got to hit a workout, and I got to hit my other workout, and I got to go pick up my meal prep, and I got to do this, and I got to make sure the merch is good. I got all these other things going on. I got to see my parents. I'm going to fix stuff at their house. I got all these things going on in my head where SP is a part of my life. I'm not manifesting her. I'm not manifesting him. I'm not manifesting anything because it's already done. Manifesting is the journey you're on to figure out that all you have to do is assume you already have it. What is the line from the Bible? Pray as though you have received already and it shall be yours. So if you have received it, that's why the gratitude works so well. I'm grateful that I have already received this. You're skipping to the end, that it's already done and over with, and you're relaxed. That's it. That's the end scene. I'm happy, calm, content, and relaxed. That's it. manifesting and the manifesting journey is learning to get to that as quickly as possible. That whatever you tell your mind you want, whatever you tell God you want, you got it. I want it, I got it. But it might not be here now. I want to drive a certain car. And I do have one. It's in my head right now, something I'm manifesting. I get into my car that is not that car, I feel just as good. I blast my music so I don't hear the squeaking tire because my new car doesn't have that. And I don't ask where it is. I enjoy that I have a car that gets me there. And I'm using that as a catalyst. I don't need the car because I feel like I have it. You don't need SP because you feel like you have them. And it's not your family, your friend, your enemy, or your SP's business. It's your own business to validate yourself and make yourself feel good. The entire journey, the entire point of life is to love yourself. And in the process of loving yourself, giving yourself what you want, the world will reflect it, love you back, and give you what you want too. It is not your job to say, I'm not happy because of you, and you, and you, and you fucked me over, and you did this to me, and I'm angry because of you. That's not your job. That is only going to fuck you up, and it is going to be like drinking poison and hoping somebody else gets sick when you're mad and pointing fingers at everyone else. And that's going to put you in a whole series of bad stuff and down a fucking horrible mental spiral. So I got off on a tangent, but you want to live from the end, not think of it. You can think of it to get yourself into a scene to go back to regularly when you want to feel that you're in the end and remind yourself that, yes, this is done. Even if it's something so simple of looking SP in the eye and saying, and hearing them say, I love you. If that's the only scene you need, it's like, oh, I'm spiraling. Oh, SP just told me I love you. Oh, yeah, that happened. Why am I panicking now? Because that I already live in that reality. I'm cool. I can relax. That's all you need. It's really, like I always tell you guys, manifesting is the simplest and most complicated thing in the world. And maybe that's a limiting belief and a negative assumption. But it's like you get it down, and sometimes it's like it's so easy that it feels like it should be harder, and we go out to make it harder for ourselves. You don't need to make it harder. You just need to live your life, enjoy your life, go about your business, do what you have to do. And when negative things pop up or something you want pops up that reminds you don't have exactly what you want, soothe yourself with these end scenes. And the more you do that, I'm not saying do it all day long, but the more you can remind yourself and snap yourself back with a strong mental diet, the easier it will be to feel that it's already done. So with that, that's all I got on how to live from the end, living from the end versus thinking of it, whatever I'm going to name the video. It's even a thing goes back to when I was a writer. I always had trouble naming shit and titles and everything. But with that, I love you guys very much. You can't fuck this up. It's all working out in your favor. And I say these nice little reminders at the end, but take them to heart. It is all working out in your favor. And I'll make a video on that one next, actually, what the true meaning of that is and why I say it all the time. But I do love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. If you want coaching, the link is below. If you want to join the Discord, it's $7.50 a month. That's down below. And if you're watching this later on when the merch is ready, that will be down below too. I love you guys. See you in the next one.